Sagittarius. It's snowing. Good morning. It's fucking April. Oh, mofos, it's 420. Oh my gosh, how did I forget? We gotta blaze one for the nation today. So, yo, this other day, I mentioned that rocket that went up and blew up back in the 90s. I forget what it was called. I want to say it was called the Independent, but that's Armageddon. So I mentioned that the other day because, like, obviously things are not as pre-planned as what the world thinks they are. Nobody thought that that would ever happen. And then, poof, I just read on the news, Elon Musk sends out a rocket and it fucking explodes during launch. Isn't that amazing? I mean, I've heard of psychics predicting storms and deaths, and I've predicted deaths and storms, but I've never predicted a rocket going up and blowing up in the sky. So, congratulations, 420, here we go. Yeah, let's not say that this is, I'm going to say this is Sagittarius and the collective, because this is the 420 reading. This is it. This is the only reading I'll do today. Okay. Oh, Under Oath just started playing in my head. And we're nothing short of invincible. Invincible! I've been listening to Under Oath since I was 14, 15 years old. Over half my life, I've listened to them. Isn't that amazing when you've listened to a band that still exists and you were a kid when you started listening to them? And not because your mom's influence or your dad's influence, like something you found on your own as an adolescent that changed your life. Like, what was it? Mine was Under Oath. Under Oath changed my life. And The Used and all my little emo punk bands, oh, they changed my life. Here we go. Sagittarius. My cousin was actually born on 420 as well. Too bad my brother is a douchebag, or I would be able to see them, but I don't see them or talk to them, so maybe this is for Cameron. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's for you. Who knows? If you like it, I hope it is for you because, you know, put it this way, there are not very many people on this channel, and the way that my channel comes in, these messages are specifically for people. So if you need something answered or asked, trust me, just ask, and I'll answer it. That's how telepathy works. And in exchange, you watch my videos, you subscribe, you like, you tell people. That's how energy works, right? Goes around, comes around. I can't breathe. I should have blown my nose. Oh well. The Grim Reaper showed up, and you know what? I said to myself last night, pay your Reaper bills, bitch. Name that artist. Big Boy. I heard that Outkast song, Return of the G. Pay your Reaper bill, bitch. Because that's the thing, is people have gone out and got things to do things for them. Reapers, demons, people, and then they didn't pay them properly for the work done. So what happens when you don't pay your employee properly and that employee's done a dirty job? Like, that's like telling a plumber, go into that house, every single toilet's full of shit and backed up. He goes in, spends 8 hours cleaning the entire fucking pipelines, and then the homeowner goes, oh, by the way, I'm not gonna pay you. Like, that wouldn't fly anywhere. You've got to pay before you leave the store. You have to pay, even for me, you pay before I do a reading with you. You don't pay afterwards, right? And it's not even about trust. It's about you have to pay for services rendered before you get those services, right? And then, I mean, sometimes you get a retainer, and then once the retainer's gone, you get another. You know, like, this is how it works. You got to pay for your shit. Some of you didn't pay. And now their Reaper bills are coming in. So now this Reaper is like what I read there. This relationship is over. This Reaper is like, yo, I'm not doing your work anymore because you didn't do what you said you were going to do. So that's like, okay, so now what I'm getting is somebody would have like summoned some type of death to their door to come and kill somebody else, all right? But what the Reaper asked them to do, the Reaper would have said, okay, so if you want me to come and do this job for you, you got to get this person to fucking 3rd and 47th Avenue now, right? Because you got to do your part too. You can't just expect the universe to take care of everything for you, especially if you're playing dirty. You got to get your fucking hands dirty then, right? You got to get filthy if that's how you want to play. You can't come out of some dirty ass game with nothing on you. Nope. That means that fucking you've got henchmen out there doing your work for you. And then that's the thing. You got henchmen, you got fucking Reapers, you've got demons. Everybody's expecting to get paid. Everybody expects to get paid. So now this Reaper's like, you didn't get Dylan downtown at 3rd and 47th like I asked you to, so I'm not doing it for you. Like, I did my job, I set it all up, and now you think that Reaper is going to go and finish his job and go and seek somebody? No. I can still hear baby boy. Daddy, fat, stop. And you know what? Actually, that part of the movie, that part of that song is on this movie called O. It's a Shakespeare. And Outkast is playing during it. It's a very inappropriate part because O starts raping his girlfriend. And I believe it's Return of the G is playing in the background. It's so inappropriate. Like, why? Like, I don't, as an artist, I don't think, like, personally, I would want my song being played during a rape scene of a movie. I mean, that's just me. Outkast, you know, maybe they didn't know what part it was going to be played at. Like, woof, okay? Yeah, go and pay your Reaper bill, bitch. They didn't pay their Reaper bill. They took a chance. They took a chance with this. Knowing, I think what they wanted to do is I think they wanted to get a Reaper that was stupid enough to not notice that they weren't getting paid. Like, this person thought they were smart, slick. I've been talking about Slick Rick for a few fucking days because that's what this is it's like someone's been trying to be that current that goes between things, trying to force things, trying to get things to do things, and it ain't working anymore because this person was full of shit. And the thing is that they walked around with an engagement ring. So, like, I almost feel like this person is, like, married in real life, okay? And they come off as, like, this stable, mature person. And you're like, listen, anybody can hide behind a ring. Like, I mean, honestly, anybody can hide behind a ring. And it doesn't matter the commitment level. That's the thing, is like when people see that other people are married, it tends to say to them like, oh, that's very mature. That's very mature. You're married? That's amazing. But what people don't realize is that it's not maturity that's marrying people. It's instability and codependence. That's what's marrying people. That's what's putting people together now. It's a fear of being alone. It's no longer a coming together to build. It's, okay, we got to tear each other down before we both fall on our asses without each other. Like, that's marriage now. Even my grandparents, Dawn and Donna, yes, that's their names, Dawn and Donna. Donna was 16 years old when she met Dawn. They fucked for the first time, and she got pregnant with my faggot-ass father. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that word. I wondered if I was ever going to drop the F-bomb, because you know what? The F-bomb, to me, when people are acting like that, it has nothing to do with being gay, okay? When I call somebody a faggot, it has nothing to do with being gay. It's how they're acting. They're acting like a loser. They're acting like an asshole. And honestly, I know people use it to call people gay, and I don't like that. But I mean, a word is used for everything. So if you don't like it, I use the word faggot. You didn't like it. I don't. Honestly, it's the way that people have seen it now. It's like basically saying the N word to a black person. That's not. It's a word. Just get over it. Anyways, that's what I call my father. I do. Okay, he's an asshole. He's that's what he is. He's a little fag, and I know that he is. And I'm allowed to say that because he's my father, and he acts like I don't exist. So anyways, ooh, yeah, wedding rings. My grandfather married her right after that. She was 16 and pregnant. She was the original 16 and pregnant people. And this was like 1958. She had my father. She got pregnant in 1957, had my dad in 1958. And she should not have had my father. Her grandparents should have threw her down the goddamn stairs. She was such an idiot. And no 16-year-old should be having kids. No 16-year-old should be having kids. No 17-year-old, no 18-year-olds. Until you're past fucking 20 years old, you should not be having a child. Okay, you have absolutely no idea what's going on with your life. You have no idea who you are. Your parents are dumb. They're stupid if they let you have a kid at 16, unless they're preparing to raise the kid themselves. Because that's the thing. If you have a kid and you can't even take care of yourself, that's more than being juvenile. That's more than being 16. Like you've proven that you're 10 years old because you can't even take care of yourself. You're that irresponsible. You're going to have a kid that you also can't take care of. That's awful. Awful. Don't be like that. But that's this person, is I feel like they just got lucky. Keys on a ring. That's all it is. They just got lucky in the relationship that they got put in. And because they don't like it, it's not good enough for them. So I knew this chick who got married. Okay, she slept with her boyfriend. Again, this was another chick who slept with some guy. First time she gets knocked up, she marries him. He sets her up with a house, with a fucking whole little hair studio in the basement. Yo, this chick was fucking lit up. She meets me. I had this tiny little fucking tarot channel. I've got barely anything going on in my life, and she steals it all. She witches me, bedazzles everything, steals my entire fortune, because what her husband had built for her, she then saw wasn't enough. All of a sudden, she wanted to be a tarot reader. All of a sudden, she wanted to be cool. She wanted to get put into the realm of the dark side. And I was like, what? Like, he sets you up so you had your own independent fucking business in your basement, and that's not good enough for you? You go and you take something from somebody else? Like, that was lined up for her. Not to come and steal from me. Not to come and do readings or make rose oil or steal. Like, I was making bath bombs at my house because as you know, I talk about having a bath every day. Baths are very important to me because of my fibromyalgia, and also baking soda on your skin is like incredible. So I found this recipe to make my own bath bombs. My sister and I were killing it. Oh, we were like, they were white. We were putting rose petals in them, and then all of a sudden here she is on Instagram and she's making bath bombs in every color and she's trying to sell them before Christmas. Like, how this chick got into my head and watched everything that I was doing, because that's the thing, is I'm not really one to put things up on Instagram or profiles like that. I don't really ever have them. So I didn't put anything up. I didn't put up that I was making bath bombs. My sister didn't put up that she was making rose oil. And somehow this chick found out about everything that we were doing, and she started cultivating it all for herself. That is a nasty Queen of Wands that hid behind a relationship. She was married with a kid. So everyone was like, oh, she wouldn't do that. Clearly it's Whitney, the single asshole that's just trying to fuck with families. No, because like I said, anybody can hide behind a ring. She was hiding behind a ring. She didn't even like her boyfriend. And then once she found out that the town punk had went single, who I was banging at the time, she fucking went and snagged. So she saw my life and just started taking everything from me. Okay, and hiding behind a relationship in order to do so. And she did things. Okay, I know she did things. I know that she did voodoo dolls against me. I know she did voodoo against me. I know that she used some type of black mirror to see what I was doing. And the people that are that obsessed with you, for one, that obsession is very unhealthy, and that person's obsession with you could turn very, very, very bad. the thing is that when people get like that, like it got to the point where I thought that chick was gonna run me over in traffic. She almost got my next door neighbor to kick the shit out of me. Like, this chick's anger towards me because she was sexually frustrated because she was gay and didn't want to come out. She just wanted to try to fuck me behind closed doors because that's what this town does. They just fuck people behind closed doors and then go back to their marriages. And once I lived in that town, I was like, I swear to God, I'll never get married. Like, these fucking people, they're all hiding behind their relationships and they're lying to their spouses. And I won't lie. I don't know how to do it. I refuse to do it. And they would ask me if their partners were cheating on them, and I would say yes because I fucking knew that they were, and I got ostracized, kicked out of that town so fast while this bitch was still stealing everything from me. Okay, so these are the people, this is the conversation I want to have. There we go. There's heliotrope. Oh my God, I was wondering if this song was going to come up. Heliotrope. This is the conversation that has been needed to be had for a while now, and that's why I call it out. I always say these readings are for YouTube. If the energy wants to be put out on the internet, then it has to come out. If it doesn't want to be on the internet, it won't come out in the reading, right? Because some energy is very... Not everybody wants to be advertised, okay? Same with energy. So some messages will never come out because they never want to see the light of day because that message is all in you. It doesn't need to be publicly broadcasted, right? This needs to be publicly broadcasted because so many people are hiding behind rings. Okay? Hiding behind rings, trying to get energies to do stuff for them, okay? Because all they really want to do is take a risk. They don't like their life, so they don't want to live it anymore. So they're willing to risk anything to get into something new. And like, that's fucked. So give me this engagement ring. Yeah, romantic. See, I've got a question mark there because it ain't romantic. This bitch is just hiding behind a ring. Oh, now I'm getting Greg's What a Day to Be Alive. Oh my gosh, that's like one of my most beautiful songs. What a day to give up smoking. What a day to have some Jim Beam. Oh, what a day to welcome a baby to begin breathing. Oh my God, this is the most beautiful song. Oh, this is amazing. Oh my gosh. Like, okay. I don't know if you know it, but damn, you were put into something pretty fucking nasty. That's some nasty energy. That's 5 against 2. This person that hurt you, I think they were romantically attached to you in some way. And then they put you in a dangerous position because you held back. Okay? You held back and they didn't like that. That's what I mean. When somebody has an obsession, okay, that is not okay. Oh my God. You know that bitch I was telling you about? All she ever wanted was 30 seconds of fame. Because when you think about it, when you divide your life up from start to finish, that little piece of your life that you lived becomes a micro inch. It might have lasted forever while you were in it, but when you look back on it, it ends up being 30 fucking seconds of fame. And this chick, all she wanted was to like be on some type of magazine. It was like some type of tattoo magazine. She was trying to win some contest. So she came and took something else from me again to summon to win. The thing is that this girl looks like she got fucking hit by the ugly tree a few times. Like, she landed in the ugly tree and then fell and then hit every single branch on the way down and then put so much makeup on to cover how ugly she is and how much fucking voodoo bullshit magic she does has also made her even uglier. Like, I looked at her the other day and I was like, oh, good God, has she always been that ugly? But that's the thing. When you do ugly things, you become ugly, right? It doesn't, no amount of makeup can cover your ugliness because it's going to shine through everything. So this person did this just for 30 seconds of fame. And this could be 30 seconds of fame on Instagram. Suddenly they've got 15,000 subscribers and that's the fame that they always wanted. Like, one chick that I know, she also summoned things for me and my sister from this same town. I swear, it should be called Salem, not Peterborough. And she took everything from her husband and now she calls herself an artist. She's an artist. She's a professional wood carving artist. Okay? She sells all her shit. My sister actually emailed her the other day and fucking tore her down a notch because all she wants is to be famous. So what she does is she puts up her little wood carvings. Oh, here's my little wood carving. She makes candle holders made of wood. How stupid are you? Okay? So, and then she'll write an entire biography of what happened that day to her. It's not about the product she's selling. It's that she just wants to talk about herself, right? She wants to talk about how she almost missed a fucking car accident. Join the club. She's so lucky to be alive because her mother died of breast cancer. Both my mothers have had breast cancer, and neither one of them fucking want to take their boobs off because they're that fucking naive and stupid that they want their tits, and then they want them to fill with cancer, and then they think that they can just take radiation and chemo to get rid of it. Like, women are dumb. Yeah, keep your boobs. That's healthy. Fucking idiots. Oh, I'll just get chemo later. I have to keep my breasts. They make me a woman. Nope, they make you an idiot. 6 of Swords. This person is, they in for some stormy weather. I think they're going straight towards a storm. Committed protector. Sometimes I can't even read my own writing. My sister and I tried to read the grocery list for ourselves and we can't read our own writing. So they said that they were some guardian protector, okay, King of Wands, and they came in and they just crept on your life. It's like this was like a creepy uncle that said that they were going to help somebody, so then they take a house key and then they just start going in and ew, now I'm getting, somebody could be getting video recorded in their apartments. Okay, that is like my number one in hotels, bed and breakfasts, and apartments. I always think that there's going to be hidden cameras that are going to watch me naked, okay? I don't know, it's just some fear that I have for some stupid reason. And now I'm seeing like somebody could literally be watching somebody and they're broadcasting and they're trying to make money off this person. They're acting like it's them. And maybe that's the 30 seconds that I'm seeing too. Somebody could be watching you via camera and they're posting it up and they're pretending, they're posting it up on like an OnlyFans or something. Ew. Yeah, exactly. What a day to move. Like, that's what I just heard. Like, what a day to pack up and move. Like, if you've been wanting to move because you've been crept out by your apartment or the area that you live in, just move. Just move. Honestly, just move. It'll give you such a better peace of mind to know that they're not, you know, like, it's just a fresh start. Fresh start. Okay. So, okay. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, the bottom of the deck. Okay, so somebody was definitely bound and gagged in something, okay? 8 of Swords, bound and gagged. This person did a lot of damage to you, okay? This was a pure act of violence. 5 of Swords, 8 of Swords. Like, 5 of Swords is that fight, man. 8 of Swords is the words all around you. You can't move. 6 of Swords is trying to get to a better direction. 3 of Swords is having your shit all wrapped up, right? Like heartstrings pulling at, hurting you, right? Like this person, and we also got UK as well. You could be in the United Kingdom. We've got Polish, and actually another bitch that I know from that town who was Polish, she does witchy, awful things as well to people if they don't like her. Apparently you have to like her or she will curse you. That's how stupid people are. Like, you wonder why I don't have any friends. Look at the fucking people out there. Like, so many people have cursed me and hexted me that I'm like, do you think I want friends? Like, I can't even believe I'm still on YouTube, to be honest. Like, at any point in time, I could pull this shit. If I feel spiritually attacked or I feel like I'm not supposed to be here and doing this anymore, I'll move on with my life. Like, I don't give a fuck. This isn't the first channel that I've knocked down. Like, and then started another one like that. I'm the Michael Scott Paper Company. If somebody shuts me down, I'll just go and start another paper company, and I'll go and start another paper company, and I'll go and start another paper company. Like, I don't give a shit. I'll pop up wherever because I know where the messages need to come out, right? This message needs to come out for somebody because now what's happening is this person caused a lot of anxiety in your life, okay? And that's so much overthinking. And like, again, a lot of things you could have been blaming on yourself. And it was this other person sabotaging you, okay? I believe this person was very suicidal, okay? And they do acts of violence towards other people because it makes them feel good. And I also believe that because they know that they're not going to be here for long, they try to take people's stability because they know that energy and magic won't last that long. So if they can take energy from people really quickly, then yeah, it's spurts of energy, but it keeps them going. Right? So you've got some type of stability coming in here now, okay? Because of how twisted up this person was in your energy, okay? They were a fucking fool. And I also believe that you're moving on too. That's the fool energy of moving on from something, right? Because this person's been tracking you. Like, you have to leave something. They were watching you, tracking you, watching you. Now I'm getting like Stardust. You know how Michelle Pfeiffer and her two little witch friends, they're trying to find the star? It's all about the star. They're trying to find the star so then they can get everlasting life. Ew! Ew! What a day. I can still hear Greg. What's his last name? I think it's Gaswell. I'm trying to see it with my third eye. I think it's Gaswell. I'm awful sometimes with people's names. Like, what a day. Like I said, it's snowing. It should be raining, but because it's obviously too cold in the mountains, I have a huge chain of mountains beside me, and they tend to just give us snow all the time. They give us this crazy fucking weather, and like, it's interesting. It's like I live in a bipolar city. You never quite know what you're going to get that day. You can get all 4 seasons here. Like, it could be all of a sudden 21 degrees and you're in the sun and you're boiling, and then it could all of a sudden snow, rain, and get cold. And then get springy again. It's so weird here. All 4 seasons of loveliness. Yeah, they've been tracking you, son. So this suicide person that's been fucking with your stability, all because of being left out, all right? You're now being able to fight back. Like, I think you were out 5-5. Ooh, that's strong. 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands. Like, you are fighting back now. It's like you're allowed to fight back. Like, the bounds and the gags are gone. So, the gags and everything are gone. That literally means that you can move. Before, you might not have been able to move. And like, this could be coming out. The thing is, witchcraft, it comes out in 3D, but not only does it hurt you for being in the spell, it will also hurt them. Okay? So if you've been in something like this and you haven't been able to move, right? It could be coming out in your body. Like, your body could be becoming very stiff. Right? And you want to move, you want to make things, but nothing happens for you. It's because somebody's got you bound and gagged in a box trying to control your life. All because they wanted 30 seconds of fame. I was just like, why did they do this again? Oh, and then I just saw the big old dirty 30 right there. 30 seconds of fame. That's so gross. Like, get famous on your own. Honestly, when I arrived to this city that I'm in right now, I couldn't get the news to stop following me. Honestly. It's like every time I turned, CTV News was right there. Hey, do you want to do an interview? Hey, you want to do an interview? Hey, you want to do an interview? Like, I sometimes can't stay away from the spotlight. And it's not something I'm bragging about. It's literally something like some people are born with it. And no matter what they do, they just get brought into situations that put them on this fucking stage. That's just how it works. Some people were born for the stage, some people were not born for the stage. And those people that were not born from the stage are so pissed off that they can't go on the stage that they sabotage the people that are supposed to be there. Now I'm getting Shakespeare era. Like, this is like Renaissance. Like, this is when jealousy first started to come in. Like, I believe that this person, okay, that's been hunting you down, I believe you've known since like the 1700s. Like 1700s. Like, just when people started, you know, getting into money and the finer things of life and deodorant and perfumes and you know, like, that's the Renaissance was the era that changed everything. It's like the 2000s in this era, you know, like there's always that decade that changes everything. And it's like that's where those eras changed something in the world. And we just went greedier and greedier and greedier and blind from there, right? So I feel like this person, like 1750, I'm getting almost like this started a very long time ago, this feud, and you could have been on stage then. You could have been like a burlesque dancer. You could have been in the circus, right? Because all that shit was brand new. It was all brand new to people. And it pissed them off so much because they're at home with their kids and you were the single ready to mingle and you got put on stage. I'm sorry, but sometimes the people with 18 kids at home don't get to go on stage. I'm sorry, but that's just not the way it works sometimes. Like, sometimes if you have kids, you have to raise those kids. And then once those kids get to a certain age, then, you know, you get your chance again, right? As long as you're doing it for the right reasons and you're doing it for your children. If you're lying and saying you're doing something for something and then the universe finds out about that, like, my sister found out, she saw this chick in her dreams from this same fucking Salem, Peterborough town I'm talking about, where the nastiest fucking things happened while I lived there. I've never seen black magic so bad. She showed up in my sister's dreams the other night, and she had stolen something for 3 years straight from my sister, and there were ticks all over this dog in her dream, and she said that she needed a tick treatment and that my sister was to pay for it. And then her dream state said no, that she wasn't to pay for this tick treatment that this woman wanted to do anymore because this woman was acting like she was fucking Mother Teresa. But do you know who Mother Teresa is? She's a baby trafficker. Like, way to hide behind the church, eh? That's what I mean. Whatever this ring is, they're hiding behind a commitment. They're hiding behind an act. It's just a title. And people take their titles very seriously, which obviously clearly this person doesn't understand, and why they'll never become an actress or an actor on stage is because you're not the role that you play. And I know it's very hard for actors to not realize that they're not fucking Jake Gyllenhaal in Southpaw and that they're really not the person that found the person drowning. Okay, they're not the real life hero. I know actors, it takes them a while to figure that out. But anyways, this person has to figure it out. I gotta end this because my readings stop at 32 minutes. So peace. I hope it makes sense. Whitney Moon out. Hope you enjoyed it. Love yourself.